Well, greetings, galactic gatherers, and welcome to Mind Fodder Industries Space Engineers live stream extravaganza. There's so many syllables to that sentence. I'm NumbCharlie, the mastermind. That's what I'd call myself. Behind this cosmic chaos, and joining me is the one and only JstVegn.
Hey, hey! Get ready for an interstellar adventure filled with laughs, thrills, and more engineering mishaps than you can shake a space wrench at.
You heard it, folks. We're back in action, returning to our beloved Space Engineers. After a cosmic hiatus, we've missed this game like a space pirate misses their plunder.
Oh, absolutely. And guess what? The talented developers have been tinkering away, adding fantastic features like AI automation and conditional blocks. It's like Christmas morning for engineers like us.
Sure is, Veggie. And that's not all. We've cooked up a little surprise for ourselves and all you amazing viewers. We've crafted a custom universe with modded planets, turning this adventure into a celestial feast for the eyes.
Picture this: space aficionados, mind blowing landscapes, otherworldly challenges, and of course, our traditional hilarious hijinks.
Mm-hmm.
Get ready to witness us navigate through uncharted territory while trying not to crash into asteroids.
Indeed, my fellow space pioneers. But remember, this show isn't just about us, it's about all of you. We are here to engage, chat, and share laughs with our amazing viewers. So jump into the chat, buckle up, and let's create some unforgettable memories together.
Couldn't have said it better myself, partner.
So, so wholesome.
It is. Don't forget to crash into that follow button and join the Mind Fodder Industries family. We've got
Right.
some tricks up our sleeves, and you don't want to miss a single moment of our cosmic capers. And the company picnic is pretty good too.
Mm-hmm. So prepare for liftoff. Fellow adventurers, as we ignite the engines and kickstart this incredible journey, welcome one and all to the debut episode of our Space Engineers series. Well, it's actually called Space Engineer Survival, Episode 1, The Beginning.
It's time to leave no asteroid unturned and no space joke untold. Let's embark on this epic odyssey together, my friends.
Buckle up, stargazers. We're about to defy gravity and redefine what it means to engineer in space. Oh my god, I just now put that together. Oh my god. I read that like 3 times and it just sank in how cheesy that is. Alright.
And
Yeah.
yet, here we are.
So we're gonna spawn in. We're gonna see if we can find each other. So first things first, we're gonna spawn. So ready in 3, 2, 1, spawning. Here we go. Alright, we also need to figure out who has the better spawn. So right now I'm seeing a lot of ice. A lot of ice. Whole lot of ice and some mountains. And I'm landing near some ore deposits. But yeah, basically I'm landing right in the middle of the ice. So
Me
my
too.
first issue... Okay,
But
so our
there's-
first issue
Go
is
ahead.
going to be getting stone.
Well, I'm by land, but I'm on ice, so
Oh, good for you. That stone is what you're going to need to throw in your survival kit. Oh, I
Yep.
touched down.
I'm way closer to
Oh, I
land
see
than
you.
you.
I actually see you from here.
Yeah, right there. That's me.
That's awesome. Okay, I know where you are. So
So put a GPS
wonder-
at yours and come over here.
okay, yeah.
And I think I gotta turn up my mic a little bit, maybe,
Hold
maybe
on,
not.
GPS.
Nope, we're
spawn.
about right. I just don't
There we
know.
go. Did I make an empty GPS?
Okay, so
I did.
do I have tools? I do have tools. We're gonna put these in a different order. There we go. I am going to check something, and I'm going to do it on stream. Menu is available only when you're in admin. Your admin prompts you to observe or beyond. So I don't have
Yeah.
to see if I'm in admin mode because I'm not allowed.
Okay, good. Yeah, that means you don't. Oh, you don't currently have permission. That okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just I can get permission here.
Can I see? Yeah, I can. Right? Yeah.
There you go. You technically have permission now, but we're playing this game in survival mode, so though we can give ourselves admin permission and sort of play it more like creative, the goal here is not to play in creative. So I'm just grabbing a few resources off my spawn pod, so
I
it's not
don't.
that I don't.
Yeah, you go ahead. I am trying to figure out. It seemed like the land was a lot closer before I tried to run to it. So I'm going to waste a little bit of juice and go up and see what's the
we
closest land.
we have plenty of ice, so like
Probably.
spending the gas isn't a big issue, but we just need the stone because otherwise our survival kit can't any. And being spawning on ice is good because you have lots of hydrogen, but it's bad because you don't have any way to make like iron and nickel and silicon without stone.
Yeah.
So basically we just need to be able to like grab enough to get started.
And that's what I'm doing right now.
Frankly, what I ought to do is just grab everything off of this except for the battery. Because I'm not gonna come back to this. We're just gonna use yours. Okay. So I think this game in OBS is a little loud, so I'm just gonna cut the. It's been a while since I played this game, but I forget how just utterly loud the tools are. And I even have mods on to reduce the volume, and they're still so loud.
Yeah, I don't currently. Do you hear my game sound at all? Do you know?
Um, check.
Because I don't think I'm seeing anything coming through, so I may have to redo the
Yes,
audio.
yes, I hear your game audio.
Okay. Cool. Well,
Yeah, your sound is good. I hear both our voices and your game audio, so you're all. I think voices, your audio is just fine.
okay.
Yup. So, all right. So the first order of business, you'll see what I'm doing is I'm ripping down my survival kit. If you've never played Space Engineers before, this would act as your sort of respawn point, and I'm kind of shredding mine to bits. This would be a terrible idea normally, but because he's got a respawn kit over on his side over there, there's at least one between the two of us, and I can just use his. And what that means is I don't need this spawn at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shred it down to its core components and just carry them over. Just walk them right over to. And the good thing is that when you start off, you only have enough materials to make 4 thrusters. But to really make a basic flying ship, you really need 6. So I have an idea, and I'm just gonna throw it out there. But I think we ought to start with a 6 thruster skid setup.
Okay. I'm
Small
trying to
grid.
figure out how to get the bottles out of my O2H2 gen.
Grab them directly out of the large connector on the H2 gen.
Yeah, I tried that. It won't let me get them.
Yeah, they'll only come out from the large connector side.
Okay, I'm on the large connector.
Yep.
And it's not letting
Oh
me get
no,
it.
you're on the survival kit. Go to the other side.
Ah. And chat, that's why he is the expert.
So guys, I have an absurd amount of hours in this game. If you don't know, I am a mega nerd for this game. It's GPS anymore. Delete that. No GPS. So now I just need to figure out where you are at. You are on some land, so I'm guessing you're probably over there. So
You can't see me on your...
no, I. Are you broadcasting? Yeah, looks like you are.
should be.
It might just be that I'm not close enough, but I'm basically gonna walk to this, or fly to the edge of this shore here, where the rocky part starts, and I'm gonna trace that because I can see you're somewhere around.
If you go to my respawn pod, I'll be there soon. I'm just getting more rock.
I don't really see it.
Oh.
Just need to get a big. It's also kind of hazy right now, so it's making it to see.
Somebody said we needed rock, so I'm getting rock.
Oh no. I'm almost. I need your resource kit right away. Like now. I'm dying.
Well, get on the ground.
I don't know where it's at. No, it's energy. I'm running out of energy.
Okay. I can give you a GPS, I guess.
Do you have a GPS to it?
I think so. Uh,
So
copy to.
it's cold. Yeah, just I guess throw the GPS in Discord. So yeah, sorry. I used up a lot of energy, I guess, grinding stuff down, and I didn't refill myself before I head out.
So let me
And
get
I think the
over to
coal.
Discord. Boom.
I know it was somewhere around here.
Let's go here.
But the planet is so small, it's very, very curved.
There you go.
Let me just a sec, check here. Boop. Thank you very much. Come back to the game. Turn on GPS. Say new from clipboard. Show on HUD. It's 4K that way? Wow. Really?
I don't know. I'm right here. Did you go the wrong way, or?
Well, um, I guess I went too far. Oh yeah, I went to the right. I hit the shoreline and I went right. Should I hit the shoreline and went left, I guess? Weird. I got disoriented.
Okay. Well, that's.
Hello. Okay. Well, we thought it could take approximately one episode for us to find each other, but actually,
Yeah, we're right here.
you're gonna have to share your respawn pod with. If you go into the control panel, just select all and say share with faction.
No share. No
I mean,
share.
it could just unalive right here.
No share. You should be able to use it.
Yes, thank you very much. All right.
See, I saved your life.
So there's the main idea that people tend to take in the beginning here is to make as few edits to this original setup as possible to make a moving ship. Now, that's fine and all, but like frankly, I like to just build a brand new ship. And that the only problem is that this battery has a full charge, and so you're kind of giving up on the battery. But frankly, we have so much power potential because we're standing on stored power essentially with the ice.
That's fair.
So I'm not really concerned about it. And one thing that really annoys me is when you go to build. I don't know if you ever try to like stick a block on this. It will say respawn ship. It will get removed if you spawn a new one, and it will. It'll just straight up delete this whatever you build. If this thing gets transformed into 6 or 7 different iterations, it will still remember that this was originally the respawn pod. And if you ever spawn another respawn pod, whatever this thing becomes will get deleted. So I just think abandon it. It's not worth having a script tied to a grid that could insta delete it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you also have this connector here, right?
Sure.
We could put a connector on the end of this, a connector on whatever we do, and steal all the juice out of it.
Okay.
You know, so I'm not really worried about it. But by then we probably will have batteries, so it's not really a big deal.
Problem is we don't have enough small steel tubes to make connectors. We can't make one, and small steel tubes require large grid basic assembler. So we'd have to start. We'd have to make. How do I want to say this? Before we can do anything, we'd have to go ahead and proceed to make the large grid assembler setup so that we can make the things we need. So first order of business is you've been throwing stuff in stone in here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The survival kit does not automatically process stone. So what you're going to want to do, and I'll show you this just so it makes sense. But if you go into the production tab, you're going to see an item called ingots. Just add like 50,000. Hold Control and Shift when you click it, and you can add a whole bunch at one time. And then I just keep that thing stacked, so it tries constantly to process, so then it becomes an automatic processor at that point. Yeah, there you go. And then that way, anytime you throw stone in, it will automatically process it.
Yeah.
So wait, I see a parachute over there. You must have an unknown signal. See it?
I don't see it. Oh, way over there?
Yeah, you see that?
Yeah, there is.
Um, you want to go check it out?
Sure.
It sure looks like an unknown signal. It's just not showing up on anyone's.
Oh, it's I got the thing. I just
Oh, he did. Okay, so it's yours.
where it's about.
Oh, it's got a plushie!
Okay.
Dude, look.
Cool.
That's awesome. I emptied the cart.
Okay.
What'd you get?
I got rainbow gloves.
Oh, nice. Wonder if you already had those though.
I did.
Hey.
Okay.
Oh, overshot.
Mhm.
Okay. So now at this point, let's go ahead and start the process of making a large grid uh, basic assembly. So I'm going to start by just plopping a large grid block down near this guy here. We're going to grab the basic assembler and we're just going to put it there. And then we're going to go grab my toolbar. I'm going to grab the... There we go. Not that one. That one. 3, 5, 6. That's good enough. Now we're going to throw a turbine up here, so this thing will generate some decent power. We can make a turbine with just the survival kit alone, so I'm going to see if I can tell that to make those. Core is pretty fat. There we go. Okay, so now we have power coming to this large grid. Now we just need to make this basic assembler here. Alright, well, once that's done, then we can start building stuff like connectors and whatnot.
I
Okay.
wouldn't. I wouldn't worry about the small ship because we'll just grind it down to nothing when we get everything.
Yep, in fact, we can use this large assembler here as a little bit of a cargo container for the moment. The seat that you rode in on usually has a pistol and some ammo.
Hmm. It does.
Though we aren't currently using the MES mods that would create a lot of the hostile spawns. But that doesn't mean there are not hostile factions in this game. Just watching out for space pirates is a thing. It does seem that with the new automaton updates that hostile encounters are definitely a thing. They're usually not. They don't seem to be overscaled to where you're at. But my experience with the automaton update has been that I have had a few pretty easy encounters. We want to make this a little bit more about creativity and building, traveling, having fun. I think I would like to earn $1,000,000 as one of our goals.
Why did you put this in the ice? Is it a throwaway?
Well, eventually we're gonna need it to be large grid, and so it needs to be static. It's fine if it's there, because we're not going to attach anything else to it. This is all this is. It's just a setup to let us use this assembly. That's literally all. what we're going to do is build a small grid. As you were saying, we can put a connector on here, like this. And then,
Well, we probably need to build a small grid ship, and then, I
and then
mean,
siphon the power. Yeah,
yeah.
that would be a better plan. So let's grab some landing gear, and let's just plop just some basic gear out here. Something like that. We could slap a build and repair on the small grid and just have it do all our building for us. So as I'd mentioned previously on the stream, we do have some mods. Build and repair is probably the most dynamic one as far as like how we're changing gameplay. But it looks like we're gonna need stuff out large. Can ask it to make it, but yeah, basically I can slap a build and repair on here, and we can just have that use the power to build. But we'd have to put the parts in there, so that's not exactly that. Now that I'm about it,
See, I thought we were gonna build.
skid.
Well, if the whole thing we want to end up with is basically a large grid something with a large grid refinery and assembler
Oh, so
to
you want to
get
go straight?
into space.
Do you
So
want to go straight for large grid then?
um, I thought we could do that, and then because all it really
Well,
has
here.
to do is get over there to where the rock is, and we can build a driller on it, and that will give us a bunch of rock.
Hmm.
And we're not rebuilding things. I know you like to build ships, so if you want to go the small grid just so you can throw that away and build something else, that's fine.
I mean,
I just don't. I'm just confused. That's all.
we could just slap a cockpit on this and turn this into a quick skid. The reason why I'm trying to become mobile is because I just want to be able to move our survival kit basically to Cobalt, and then that's where we can really build.
Hmm. Oh, I know that we're going to have to be mobile, right? Um, so we can certainly build a small grid, whatever. I think going for bars right now is probably a little too soon. We did need the assembler so we can build some stuff. We do need a large grid ore detector with a battery so that we can find the cobalt, which might be a little hard. Um, we have plenty of ice, so getting power is going to be pretty easy.
Yep.
So
Well, to
I was
get
just thinking if we just go with the large grid,
we
skid
could.
or whatever, might make sense.
Here's what I'm going to say. If we try to go large grid now, we're going to be here a lot longer than if we try to just go small grid and get to a better place.
Okay, but you are going to need a large grid ore detector because that's the only way you're going to find cobalt.
Well, okay. Let me explain that the planet diameter is very small, which means the ores that would normally be deep aren't so deep.
Okay, I mean you're the expert. I'm just
So, like
saying
right
things.
now, I don't know if this on right here. Here we go. Give it a second, and then make sure this is broadcasting. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we don't have to go that far.
You see
Yeah,
cobalt?
I see it.
I don't see cobalt.
uh,
I see nickel and iron and magnesium and silicone and uranium, but I don't see cobalt. Do you see cobalt? Oh, there's cobalt.
yeah, right up on this hillside.
Okay.
So, actually, then, yeah, let's just build big because we're close enough. I'm flying back. Whoa, man, I went way too fast. Okay, I didn't unalive.
Well, that's good.
But yeah, so one of the mods I've installed does allow us to boost the range of the antennas and the ore detectors, so that we don't necessarily need to do the whole like hybrid grid thing. We put a large detector on a small grid because it gets so clingy, and then it's frustrating when you're driving a hybrid ship and it just randomly explodes.
True.
So there you go. That being said, let's just aim for large grid. So what I'm gonna do is we are just gonna build off of this turbine. That's the word I'm looking for. Thing generating power. Um, okay. So I just realized the custom skybox I installed is still getting overwritten by graphics reviews. So that's kind of unfortunate. I wish he'd release a version of it that did the skybox attached to it, because I would like to do something different. I've been looking at this one a lot.
Well, it's not what happened.
So, going for large grid, what are you imagining? Rover right now, or something flying?
Well, I think where we're
Should
at, we can certainly do rover kind of thing, or I don't know if we can get thrusters yet.
Yeah, not without the cobalt, and not without. I mean, if we're going to do large grid, we're going to need a lot of cobalt. So, like, we're not really at the point to build in large grid, um, but we can certainly try it. It's just that like we don't have a setup to really produce the materials to construct what we're trying to do all the way out here. So maybe we bring this setup, this turbine assembler and build setup, nearer to the cobalt and the stone. See, what I'm saying is, I think we ought to make this survival kit closer to the cobalt and stone, because otherwise we're doing a lot of back and forth.
That's fine with me.
Basically, bring the tools to the work site.
You do you, man.
Well, actually, no, I'm gonna keep this up here for a moment because we are gonna have to build some stuff. We're gonna need this assembly to be functional. So what I'd like to do is let's make the survival kit mobile. Do you have any thoughts on that?
The little guy?
Yeah,
Uh, you can put some
we
little wheels on it.
yeah we could potentially put some pistons on it as well if we have enough resources. They require small steel tubes, which is kind of tougher to get on. But I might be able to put like. Actually, we should do a hinge and then a piston, because that's just gonna end up way better.
Energy low.
That. Alright, slap that on there. Okay, that works. And one of these magnetic. Great. Basically, very, very flat landing gear. Little slab on the. Okay, awesome. Now that we got this set up, we're going to rotate this guy down. Oh, up, I mean. All the way down. There we go. Give it some brake. So it's got something. There we go. We are going to reverse this, and it should push a force against these, which we're going to chop. Don't want these anymore. We only want one landing gear to hold this thing down, and that's the new one on the piston. So now it'll go up. Yeah. It has been lifted.
Cool.
Okay, so now that we are lifted, let's see. What do we need to do this? So we could put skid. We could put skids and thrusters. We could put atmospheric thrusters because yours came with 4 thrusters and so did mine. That we can make 8 thrusters.
Hmm.
So let's see if we can slap these guys on here quick. Oh, I think I saw some like, what's that? That's just me.
Energy critical.
Oh, let's see. We got facing. Hmm?
Coming in hot.